do something.
Great. So, what do you say? I heard your director of elections suggest earlier that it didn't seem convenient that something should be done about this. Where do you stand?
First of all, I say good morning to all your cherished listeners out there, and you, yourself, and other panelists on the side of the phone. Yes, the director of elections spoke, and then he did so on the stance of the party. Considering the nature and what the Electoral Commission seeks to do, we were part of the meeting, and the New Patriotic Party, as a party, look at the position that is taken by the Electoral Commission. The stance of us is that it is very important for us to look at how these people will be registered. It will be good for other centers to be involved, as they are saying. However, is it that we need to engage and dialogue with the Electoral Commission, or we have to fight with them? There are so many ways to get this done, and we think that suing the Electoral Commission is not one of the options for us. But we believe that dialogue can resolve some of these matters.
Dialogue, but you are in a situation where the process is going to start next week, Tuesday. Don't you think they have given the EC sufficient time? We have heard from various stakeholders, chiefs, and very important people, significant persons, all calling on the Electoral Commission to reconsider its decision. We understand that since 2012, when we went biometric, it's been the electoral areas that have been used. And the electoral areas, you are talking in excess of 6,000 centers. And you have also had a period where the EC should have done some of these things. It hasn't done it for a period. So to limit it to 260-something centers instead of the 6,000 plus must have good, explanation. There must be good justification.
I disagree that it has always been at the electoral areas and also at the offices. There were instances where this registration was done at the office alone. This is limited registration. This is not a widespread registration. The Electoral Commission has done so before, and we can only make an appeal and suggest to the Electoral Commission, based on their mandate, to vary them. But to say that it has always been so, I disagree. There were instances that it only happened at the Electoral Commission's office.
When was this?
I only monitored that exercise.
When was this?
I reversed my mind to 2012. There were limited registration, and the Electoral Commission took the same stance to do so at the district offices of the Electoral Commission. I can remember at that point in time, I, myself, and then Chairman Samba, we had some point in time to go to the Electoral Commission in Zabzuku district office, and a lot of things have happened. And I myself, in that particular point in time, I had to do some monitoring. I can't vividly remember the date, but I'm refreshing my mind back from 2012 downwards. And at that
time, Haruna, how many were the EC estimating to register? This time, the EC is estimating to register about 1.5 million new, voters. But even that figure, some contest that it will be far more than that. In all, before the December elections, the EC is expected to register in excess of some 3 million voters, so to speak. So at that time, I understand that was just a few thousands that were to be registered, right?
Yeah, I can't remember the figure. But whatever be the case, the correction is made that it is not that it has always been at the electoral areas,
okay,
or only done in the polling stations, but there were instances that registration was done at the Electoral Commission office.
Okay.
We in the NPP believe that the numbers that you are mentioning need to be given the right by the constitution of our party to be registered. The constitution of Ghana to be registered as registered voters. Whichever way the Electoral Commission thinks that they will be able to do it, and whichever way that we also think that we can contribute to make sure that this is done, we need to use some appropriate measures. And using legal means is one of the aspects, but we believe that continue to do dialogue is one of the key points that can achieve a bigger result than fighting.
Okay. It will appear that the suits are sort of a last resort because it's next week, Tuesday. I keep repeating that because the appeals have come from all angles over the period, and the EC appears to remain where it is. You said you have heard the EC's reasons. Can you share some of those reasons with us? What are the reasons for wanting to keep to the less than 300 offices rather than the 6,000 plus, centers?
I can't remember saying we have heard into reason. I said that I don't know what input they have put in to make sure that they will be able to get this number. But we believe that we will continue to dialogue. Why not? The Electoral Commissioner, they are human beings. If we even start, and there are some of these issues that are ongoing, and they realize that what majority of people are saying, they can change. It's not cast in stone. And the Electoral Commission are human beings. If they believe in their machinery and the human resource that they have, and we start and we see that it's not going to be possible, why not? We have always done so.
Okay.
When registration starts, at some point in time, the Electoral Commission can introduce other measures to be able to make sure that some of these numbers are covered. So, for me, and as a party, we believe that dialogue is key.
Okay.
And we wait to see when this process
Are you concerned as the NPP, are you concerned as the other parties that doing it at the district offices, you lose something? If you do it at the electoral areas, you can have people who are there who can make the right objections. But if you go to the district office, someone is coming from far away, 80 kilometers to that place. You may not even know them. And there are other issues they raise. Are you equally concerned about these issues? Again, they raise the fact of the constitutional provision that says that the EC is supposed to organize programs that will expand the registration of voters. Expand is the key word here, operative word. And they refer also to the regulations which say, or the CI, which says that when it is doing this exercise, it must consider places that are suitable potentially to be used as polling stations. You can't use the district office as a polling station. Are you thinking about these things? Are you concerned as well? Hello, Haruna. I think we have lost Haruna.